2, 3, 4.
Hi everybody, I'm Ginger Ivy.
And I'm Ed Campworth. Over the last 4 weeks, we've spent over 8 hours in the field here at the Robert E. Ward Nature Preserve in West Coyote Hills in Fullerton. We spent time documenting and photographing the wildlife and vegetation here.
We partnered with the City of Fullerton Parks and Recreation Department to create a catalog of photographs that will be used on future marketing materials and interpretive signage for the future nature center that will be here in this area. We also created a complete brochure design that highlights key flora and fauna of the area, and that will serve as education material to provide to visitors of the future nature center.
We'd like to show you some of the plants we have observed, documented, and researched, as well as some of the photos we took and the final brochure that we put together.
Before we begin our presentation, we want to acknowledge that thousands of years before colonizers arrived, the Tongva were active here in this land, harvesting plants and hunting game. The Tongva continue their cultural traditions through song, dance, and oral histories. West Coyote Hills consists of 510 acres of currently open space. Since the 1970s, the area has been locked in contention between the owner Chevron, the City of Fullerton, and local residents. Recent state grant funding allowed the city to purchase part of the property to develop trails and an interpretive center.
The goal of our project is to help future visitors appreciate the rich natural heritage of West Coyote Hills. We'd like visitors to learn how to recognize the plants and animals associated with the area so that they'll feel moved to protect the space for future generations. On that note, let's take a little walk and see what we can find.
We'd like to show you some of the really cool plants here at West Coyote Hills, some of which we documented inside of our brochure. One of them is just one of my favorites, this prickly pear cactus. It's easily identified by these big pads that it has, and of course its really nice sharp thorns. It has flowers that are usually kind of a yellow color, sometimes a pinkish color, and then they grow and change into these beautiful fruit that you see here. This is the prickly pear fruit. There's a lot that you can do with these. They're edible, and there's a lot of other cool kind of edible projects that you can do. Prickly pear is very important in this area. It's an important plant for the coastal cactus wren. The cactus wren is native only to Southern California, and it depends on the prickly pear for its habitat and environment. And here we have Toyon, Heteromelies arbutifolia. You may remember this plant. We studied it during our plant unit in class. Toyon grows wild all throughout Coyote Hills. You can see these Toyon all through the area. What I think is really cool about Toyon is that during the summer, it has these really pretty little white flowers that then during the winter time turn into these gorgeous red berries. It's just really festive for kind of the holiday season. And the red berries also provide a wonderful food source for the birds in this area. Very important plant for this space. And here we have white sage, Salvia apiana, a very important and sacred special plant. It's important to note, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say, that this grandmother plant has been over-harvested and threatened through human actions. So it's important when we see her growing that we leave her alone, don't harvest her, and give her her space. We'd like to thank the City of Fullerton Parks and Recreation Department for partnering with us on this project. We'd also like to thank the instructors and facilitators at the Community Nature Connection for giving us this wonderful opportunity to take the class, and to our fellow students for sharing their knowledge and their experience with us. We appreciate the time that we've had with all of you. Thanks very much and take care.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4.